Ferrari! Mamma mia! Welcome to the Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale Gated Manual Replica. Wow. Wow. Just listen to this. This is how you do old school Ferrari, and wow. Just the 3.6 liter V8 out the back, guys. It's just magnificent. It absolutely howls. The gated manual, 6-speed. It's so nice to drive. And this thing, again, 50-50 weight distribution, front, back, side to side. Under 1,300 kilos. All genuine Challenge Stradale parts on this. Wow. It's really only the interior that doesn't have the Challenge Stradale parts. We don't have the carbon fiber wing mirrors, but essentially that's it, really. You know, we've got the 19-inch Challenge wheels, we've got the bigger brakes, we've got the exhaust, we've got the rear end, we've got the stripe going down the middle. Man, this thing is beautiful. And that noise, it's just something else. Now, originally the power out the back with the 3.6 liter V8 would have been a little under 300 kilowatts, about 373 Newton meters. You're looking around 400 horsepower. When you had the Challenge Stradale, that did get a bit of a tune, so they actually came out with roughly an extra 25 horsepower. So I believe it was something along the lines of 425. Standard cars were making around 400. This is making about 440. So yeah, it's even more, and my God, this thing is just a gem. Wow. I'll just pinch myself, guys. I gotta pinch myself. The beautiful scenery. We're out here in Queensland. Just lovely. It is just beautiful. And guys, this thing's a Pininfarina design. It's just a hot looking car still to this day, 20 years old. And this was really when Ferrari was at a peak of its time, you know what I mean? Like late 90s, early 2000s, you know, Ferrari was winning Formula Ones. They were coming out with some amazing cars, and you know, this was an entry-level Ferrari, yes, but my God, it's turned out to be a good one. It really has. And yeah, especially with all the Challenge Stradale parts on this, man, it feels really special. You know, these things here in Australia, they're still chasing 200,000 grand plus, you know, 250,000 for a manual, just 360, not even a Challenge Stradale. You want a Challenge Stradale, it's about 700 plus thousand bucks here in Oz. It's a lot of coin. This particular one with all the parts, you know, realistically, you're probably looking somewhere between 300 and 400. It's a lot of money still, but let me tell you, they don't make Ferraris like this anymore. They don't make cars like this anymore. They just don't. And these things are always going to be treasured because of that, because, you know, you just drop them down. This thing will make you into a race car driver, I'll tell you what. That's what it's supposed to do. It's a bloody Ferrari, for Christ's sake, but... Wow! This is a car! This is a machine, I tell you what. I could get in a new SF90 or, you know, a 488. I don't think I'd have the same connection with it. I just don't. You know, this right here, the gated manual, it's just so lovely. And the symphony out the back, it's unlike any car I've been in, to be honest. I'm not lying here. You know, it's that high-pitched growl, just lovely. You know, look on the interior, you could say it's just an outdated 20-year-old car. It is, you know, it's got some leather seats, and that's it really, because at the end of the day, this was a race car. It's got a big center tacho, a 6-speed gated manual, a lovely steering wheel with no buttons on it, and no distractions. So, yeah, the aircon, it's Italian. It might work, it might not work. It seems to have a mind of its own, but we put the windows down and you forget about it. You listen to the car and my God, I'm a big everyday man car. You know, I love my Commodores, my Falcons, my muscle cars, you know, my JDM cars, but you get in something like this and you just can't deny it is something special. You know, they cost a lot of dollars, but hey, if you're in the position, these things are really fun to drive. They really are. And they snap necks. This thing's been snapping necks the whole day. Like everywhere we go, it just seems to, someone's having a look. You know, it puts smiles on people's faces, that's for sure. It puts a big one on mine. Wow. Man, you can feel this thing start to really, it almost wants to step out when you're flat footing this thing in second. It's got a lot of power. It really does. It's strong. It's strong every gear. That's the thing about it. You know, it doesn't seem to really lose any puff, any power. You know, this thing's a dry sump, so you know, you hammer it in the track, it's still going to perform. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit the big red subscribe button. Click the bell notification so you get updated on all my weekly uploads. It's how I get to travel this great country and see these cars. You know, this is a magic day. I feel blessed, and yeah, what can I say, guys? This is epic. Now, just before we continue with this Challenge Stradale Replica review, guys, if there is one thing that I hate more than anything that can ruin a drive like this, it's bad wiper blades. You get those streaks all along it, you can't quite get them removed, it doesn't come off, it frustrates you, you can't see. That is why you gotta get a set of WiperTech wipers. These guys have sponsored us for this video, and the link is down below. You can use my code ROSS15 off. You're gonna get 15% off your order and free express shipping. These legitimately are the best wipers in the game here in Australia, and I run these on all of my vehicles. They are very good quality. You get a streak-free wipe every time, and these guys are just good value. Free shipping, easy online, just delivered straight to your door. So guys, use WiperTech, click the link down below. They support me, so you support them. Now let's see what this Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale Replica is gonna do 0 to 100. And we're gonna reset the draggy. Woo! Man, I did not want to really dump the clutch much, but Wow. It loves to tap limiter a little bit. You know, it was safe there, but wow, it's really hard on this stretch of road. Unfortunately, guys, I can't really catch many breaks, but we tried one there. At the end of the day, this thing was claimed at about 4.5 seconds. I don't think you'd probably get that in the gated manual, but let's see what we did. Yeah, look, guys, we managed to get a 6.2, and it's really because of the launch. You know, if I was brave enough to fully just dump the clutch in this thing, you know, you probably could get this thing into the 5-second range with pretty ease. But yeah, I'm not going to be the one to take this to the shop today because that's going to be expensive. So we'll stick with a 6-second run. But yeah, guys, again, they're claimed at around 4.5 seconds if you're a pro. But to me, this car really is irrelevant about 0 to 100. Yes, it's fun to send it off the line, it is, but it all comes down to the connection with this car. You know, it's rowing the gears with this heavy, you know, metallic ball. And, you know, the gated feel, it's just like no other shifter, you know, it really isn't. It's the noise, the howl out of the V8 behind us, and again, you're just such a low seating position. All you see is the big rev counter. This is how Ferraris are meant to be. You know, that's my personal opinion. Electrification, hybrids, that's not Ferrari. I couldn't care less if we went 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. It's connection, it's engagement, it's that downshift. Oh my goodness. Getting onto it. It's unlike anything else. Wow. That's the whole reason you buy this car. This has got one of the tightest pedal boxes I've been in a long time. So, you know, between the brake and the accelerator, you can barely put a foot there, but you get used to it. You kind of half roll your foot so that you can just not be on the brakes, but you can accelerate here. Clutch is really easy, and I have to say, this is actually a pretty easy car to drive. Yeah, low speeds, it's not intimidating. The 6-speed gated manual is just perfection, and why we ever went away from this still just blows my mind. And it's really quite rare. You know, these are the ones people want to buy now. If they're looking for a nice 360, they really want the gated manual, because so many of these came out with the F1 automated manual flappy paddle box, which really isn't that great. It's just not. Unfortunately, the Challenge Stradale only came in the F1 box. So the fact that we've got all the Challenge Stradale parts on this, minus the interior, and it's a gated manual with the power upgrade, man, this is the best thing. This is the next best thing. So look, what a treat. You know, it's been fantastic fun to drive this out in the hills. We've learned something. I've learned something at least. I found a new love for Ferrari again. And this thing just howls. It's so great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We'll see you on that next video. Take care. Ferrari! Mamma mia! You know what I'm talking about. This is how you do a Ferrari. You know, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Lamborghini bro.